He's a member of one of the most famous families in America, and he has survived addiction. Please welcome Christopher Kennedy Lawford to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. You're lots to talk about in terms of your life and some of the battles that you've had. And one of the things I know you're here for today is to talk about your past and struggling with addiction and how that all has affected who you've become.
Well, I'm an advocate now for it. So I come from a strong legacy, not only of, I have the genetics for the disease of addiction or dependency, substance use disorders, and I also have a huge commitment to public service. So, you know, this illness, 50% of those that manifest this thing usually have the genetics. Everybody has a trauma. So trauma is a huge piece of this. I had both. And I grew up in the 60s and 70s, which was a completely permissive
I was there right
time.
with you.
You were there.
Yes.
And also we didn't have nearly the information about this illness that we do today. We didn't have shows like this to educate people.
And so one of the things that I love that you advocate now is there's so many people out there who are working with others, maybe loved ones who are either going through addiction or trying to stay you never truly 1,000% free of an addiction, but you can overcome your addiction using tools like you have. So you have a lot of advice for people who are in that situation.
Well, we have some science too that actually says that people that are in relationship and that work on this together are much more likely to have a good outcome. So I've written a book called When Your Partner Has an Addiction, you know, what you can do about it. But the conventional wisdom before this is you got to get out.
Right.
Unless the person goes to treatment.
That's the first move that most partners will do. They're scared, like, you're going to bring me down too. I'm not equipped. I'm not a professional. That you need
and
help.
Also, active addicts are not easy to deal with. And it's a difficult situation, and also people do get their safety issues, their abuse issues, and we don't advocate that people stay in relationship if they're in any kind of danger or abusive situation. But this is a disease that flourishes in isolation.
So I'm a partner with someone who, I'm using hypotheticals here, who has an addiction. And obviously, you're not an addiction specialist as the partner, but what steps can you take to help your loved one through this?
This is what the book is about. Some of the things we talk about are you don't shame your partner. Okay. This is a disease that has a lot of shame attached to it.
And you have to be very careful with the words you use, right?
That's correct.
You make a big point
absolutely
about dependency versus addiction.
That's correct. And seeing this illness clearly and having compassion for the person that has it. The other things we talk about are codependency. This is usually when you have somebody who's in a relationship with an addict, both people are ill. People pick addicts to solve the issues that they come from. If they had a father or mother who was an alcoholic, they pick a partner so they can solve that wound, that deep wound that they have. So this book, When Your Partner Has an Addiction, is about relationship. Anybody, this is for partners, but this can apply to any
That's what I was going to ask. I mean, as a mom, this is terrifying to me. I can't imagine as a mother abandoning my child as an addict, but I know that tough love and saying, let him hit rock bottom is advice that was given, right?
That's old advice.
Okay, good.
I mean, that's all, you know, we understand now that pulling, you know, that tough love thing or you know, it's good to set boundaries. It's good to require people go to treatment. With children, it's a difficult thing.
Yeah, there are so many issues here, and obviously we can't cover them all on our show. That's why I'm so glad you wrote the book. It's called When Your Partner Has an Addiction. It's on book stands now. But the best part is you were generous enough to bring a copy for everyone in our audience and get a chance to go home with it. Thanks for sharing your book with us here today. I wish you the best of luck. If you or a loved one happens to be struggling with addiction, we'll have resources at our website. Stay tuned.